Right now, you are about to waste your life. Not because you are lazy, not because you are doing something wrong, but because you are living as someone you are not. This is the core of what Ramana Maharshi pointed to again and again. Not a philosophy, not a belief, but a simple, direct seeing. Just notice this for a moment. Everything you call me, your thoughts, your past, your personality, it's constantly changing. Yesterday you felt one way, today you feel another. So tell me, which one is the real you? And this is where your entire life begins to slip, because you've built your identity on something that doesn't stay. You say, I am this person. But that person is just a collection of memories, reactions, conditioning. And the strangest part is, you never stop to question it. Maharshi once said, the greatest mistake is to identify yourself with the body and mind. But look at how deeply this mistake runs. Every fear you have, every anxiety, every feeling of not being enough comes from protecting an identity that is not even real. Imagine spending your whole life defending a shadow, trying to improve it, fix it, heal it, and never realizing you were never that shadow to begin with. So now, don't believe me. Just look. Right now, a thought appears in your mind. Maybe it says, I understand this, or this is confusing. But here's the question. If you can see that thought, how can you be it? Another thought comes, then disappears. Emotions rise, then fade. Even your sense of me comes and goes, but something doesn't move. Something is just aware. Before the thought, you are. During the thought, you are. After the thought, you are. So what are you really? The changing, or the one that sees the change? This is the turning point of your life. Because if you are the one who sees, then you are not broken. You were never broken. Only the image you believed in was unstable. And this is why you feel tired. Not because life is too heavy, but because you are carrying something that was never yours. A false identity, a mental story, a character you learned to play. So for a moment, just drop it. Don't try to fix yourself. Don't try to improve anything. Just stop and be. Notice the silence underneath everything. Notice the stillness that doesn't depend on your thoughts. That is you, not the voice in your head, not the story, but this simple, aware presence. And suddenly, life is no longer a problem to solve because the one who was struggling was never real. This is why sages like Maharshi didn't teach complicated methods. He gave a simple question, who am I? Not to be answered with words, but to dissolve the false. So before you go back to your life, before you return to the same patterns, just ask yourself honestly, who is the one living this life? Is it the thoughts, the memories, the personality, or the silent awareness in which all of this appears? Because the moment you see this clearly, you don't become something new. You simply stop pretending. And in that, there is a quiet freedom, a peace that doesn't depend on anything, a sense of completeness that was always here. So maybe these 5 minutes didn't change you. They just showed you what you have always been.